I didn't see my fox girl from Pink to go in, and I don't want to risk seeing her on a Jumbotron at a Coldplay concert with another man, so I do what she says. Welcome to Low Elo Nightmares. This is a brand new series where I, a silver player, takes an obscure or off-role champion and terrorizes my low elo rivals with them. Disclaimer, I'm truly silver, I'm no smurf, so the gameplay may not be the best, but you may want to stick around for the stories and commentaries I make throughout the games. And if you don't, then leave a hate comment down below just like my rank teammates. Our first champ for this series is one of the fastest tank junglers on the Rift, Rammus the Armadillo. He was actually one of my first mains since he was really simple and really fun once you get some move speed items. The thing is, people usually play him jungle because of his strong ganking potential and ability to get around the Rift fast. Now, this has already been popularized by some pros and streamers, namely the Bausffs, but we're here to see if this works in low elo in 2025. Now, if you already hate my voice and just want to see the results, you can skip to the timestamp in the description. If not, let's get started, and you'll see how an armadillo bagged the fox girl. I'm sorry, I didn't know where to put this, but post-edit update 3 days later, this could be your match history. So the first thing you're going to do is hover Rammus top. Next, you're going to ban a ranged top laner. I recommend banning Quinn, cause if they pick that, your game's kind of over. Lock in your troll pick, champ. Go to the preset runes here and pick the one that gives you mobility. Here's a quick look if you want to see what the page looks like. Switch flash to ghost, then put ghost on D cause you're a proper human being. Now wait a couple of more seconds to see if anyone dodges or flames you for the outrageous crime of picking an off-meta League of Legends character. Wow, we actually have a decent team comp. Once we spawn into the game, we're going to ignore the rational thing to do and not buy Dshield. Instead, we're going to Giga Chad buy a tier because this champ loses mana faster than an Ezreal who can aim. Now, like a good boy, you're going to watch your jungles evade. I got you, jungle main. What in the Fire Force Infernal looking skin is that? Rammus doesn't have that bad of a level 1 as long as you fight them on your side of the minions. So not what I did. Upon reaching level 2, I can forcefully coerce the Infernal into tasting my spikes. He's enjoying the experience and dives in for more until he realizes they're killing him. Kind of like when a nicotine addict tries speaking after a decade and realizes vaping actually hurts their lungs. Savor this moment because it's likely the most dominance you'll ever have in your lane. The Infernal ties me up but says he'll let me go if I can answer his question. Is the sword greater than the shield? I tell him no because he's first blood and I'm still alive. We both acknowledge each other as tanks, but a secret fury rages inside of me as he misgenders me as a turtle when I'm an armadillo. Because I can't cancel him in the game, I swear to outroam him later on. Secretly. Because Rammus is only a champ when your W and Aftershock are up, this is what your lane is going to look like most of the time. Fun. We try to trade with the Infernal with all of our abilities, but quickly realize why this armadillo plays PvE in the jungle usually. However, if you're playing a speedy armadillo top, then you didn't play him to win lane. Once I'm lucky enough to shove the Infernal under his turret after he backed, I see my teammates watch How to Train Your Dragon and try to put it into practice. I do my best roly-poly impression to get there since I see the enemy team wants a new pet dragon too. Lucky for me, our team has a blind Yi who thinks he can 3v1 both a Drake, Bandage Loner, and a Roman God at 11 minutes. While we lost to Drake, I put on the Afterburners to save the 2 hot chicks on my team from a man cosplaying a bird. Seeing how aware I am of women's struggles with creepy men, they ask if they can come over to my place tonight. But being one of the boys, I tell them I'm too busy avenging the rat who has twitches. Enraged by me ignoring their advances, they try to make me jealous by seducing the quiet kid and knocking up a baby dragon who's so traumatized by what he saw that he calls his mom. While I'm flattered by the attention, I tell them I'm just not ready for a relationship right now. I then TP back top to tell the Infernal how I outroamed him and he barely got a plate. I begin regretting my choices as I see how many other men want a fox girl, so I make my way mid to defend her. My whip runs out of gas and ruins my hero's entrance, so I just nonchalantly walk up and taunt the bandage boy. I tell him she's mine, but he doesn't take too kindly to it. The fox and I then forcefully tell him to get lost together so the bird cosplayer backs off too. To show her I'm genuine this time, I dive to bird cosplayer who does some Assassin's Creed BS invisibility thing, but we get the kill at the cost of my life. The early game assassin then tries to taunt me by saying thanks, but instead of writing out why it was worth, I just decide to say easy and let him figure it out later. I'll now let you watch this minimap footage of the Helen Keller level blind Yi giving up a free gank cop to do Rift Herald with 0 vision and being spotted. And now he's screwed. Like an idiot myself, I tried to help but bailed on him because there are some people you just can't help. Right then, my girl Ari showed up, and I couldn't have Bandage Boy creeping on her again, so I told him that he'll probably have better luck with the Scuttle Crab. I realized I forgot about the Fox, as it seems every man on the Rift wanted her. I keep my standards high, so when I saw her solo a god, I told her I'd like to be official. She said if you could help me bag the Infernal who tried to peek under my skirt, then she'd trust me. Recent events made her feel like guys only wanted one thing, and she was having trust issues. Bandage Boy then tells me if he can't have her, then no one can, but I had a furry to bag, so I keep chasing and tell him he should have stuck with Scuttle Crab because he just turned into a double kill for my girl. And with that, The ring was tied. I make my way towards the dragon fight when the Yi surprises me by seeing where his Mikey was. I see the bird cosplayer trying to assassinate our backline, which I tell him that he'll have to get through me first and he wasn't paid to hunt armadillos, so he backs off. We started losing the post-break fight and I can't have my new girlfriend die, so I did one of my smarter plays and distracted him by going into the backline. I was tanky enough for the fox to get away, and unlike my Yi, I have eyes, so I became a flying armadillo and peaced out. There must be some drugs laced on my spikes because the bird cosplayer kept wanting more, but I cut him off because I saw the damage it was doing to him. I try to stay in the jungle after landing phase to quickly rotate the fights, but I see the rat with Twitches struggling to defend our tower and definitely going to get turret dived. So I TP in to help and tell the Pantheon that the so-called God of War is going to die by an armadillo. This enrages him enough to sit under turrets and waste flash and instead be killed by a rat, which I'm sure is much more respectable in the afterlife. We continue to chase, which causes the bird and dragon to meet in a bush and decide the best way to live is split up. So the bird goes left and the dragon goes right. Unlucky for them, the rat with Twitches attaches the scope and Janna boosts my speed to secure the taunt and double kill, which could be considered killing two birds with one stone. All the while, the Infernal is still trying to take top turret after 19 minutes while Yi believes Scuttle is more important, but I won't make fun of him because at this point I'm starting to believe he's actually blind. I then see my fox girlfriend ping to go in and I don't want to risk seeing her on a Jumbotron at a Coldplay concert with another man, so I do what she says. I roll in and get caught by Bandage Boy, but they don't realize I got hops like an NBA player, so I ult on the bird cosplayer, pick some flowers, and then promptly leave while my team gets 2 kills. I then remember who I am and roll back in to tell Smolder to keep fighting, he needs more stack, because he could have killed me if he was farming properly, and then leave again while walking like I have a stick up my butt, which results in my team getting 3 more kills and an ace for the OGs. I didn't really get a chance to talk about my build, but you want to build Thornmail first so idiots take even more damage from hitting you. Then Deadman's Plate so you can traverse the map and catch pushed enemies like a homing missile. For boots you can buy steel caps like a Metaslave or Giga Chad by Swifties. They make you faster and give adaptive force based on your already insane move speed. We catch our jungler and support in the river, so I ignore the Infernal and tell him like Hashirama that I'll deal with him later. But he feels disrespected and tries to get my attention, so I tell him if he really wants to die I can help him with that. Which he said was not what he asked for, but losers don't get choices, so it results in a double kill for my team. We were still not satisfied, so we turret dive the rest of them with the Fox, Yi, and I leading the charge and get another ace. I live on a sliver of health because I know my limit. Unsurprisingly, Yi doesn't. I go top to try to take top tower, which, if you guys didn't know, Rammus' ult does damage to turrets. It's not a lot, but who knows, maybe it'll save your game one day. I then go mid to try to secure a kill on the bird, but sadly, I think Yi's blindness is contagious, as I did it with 0 vision and ended up killing my new girlfriend and I in a 2v5, because the rest of our team is at Otacon. I get to watch my team chase an enemy from bot to top river, which I'll run in 2 times speed for all of our sakes. Unlucky for the Smolder, he realized he was pushed far too late. ADC mains, please look away. This clip might bring some flashbacks. For some reason, their jungle and support are in bot river while we're pushed up, so we did what any reasonable team would do and rotate to take them out. The Infernal decided he had enough, so he walked in for the love of the game and truly put himself to rest. We decided to use a Power Rangers type finish and combine all our weapons to take him out. The other team has had enough and forfeits before we can even end the game. The talent is chock full of copium as if his Ari wasn't fed and the jungle who apparently diffed theirs had eyes. I of course give the honor to the love of my life, who I'll be breaking up with since that heat of jealousy I experienced is over and I remember I'm married to the game. And if you think this was just a lucky win, that's why I did it again. But this time, I'll save the commentary. I'll just show you the highlight, accompanied by an amazing song I found on YouTube, and I'll put the link in the description.
Yeah. Right. Okay.